Joy tactics.
Fucking slimy as
Oh,
fuck.
you
We're
guys
coming
went for
out
kind of guttural, kind of masculine screams. I went for the baby.
I don't
A
think mine
fresh
was
baby.
masculine. What was
That
yours?
was masculine.
I went for
So-
kind of slimy, like Matrix Neo style, you know, coming out of waking
Right.
up for the first time.
I just went
When
with
they
a
take
yawn.
that long needle out of the back of his neck and it goes and the goo's dripping down, I just
need
remember
that.
thinking that would feel like, you know, where you have a hair that goes all the way back down the back of your nose or the back of your throat, and you go,
Nope. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. You choking
yeah,
on hair.
that's what
Yeah.
I thought it probably felt like for Neo.
Well, let's say, why did we just make that sound, those sound effects, and why are we
Right.
talking about escaping from a sort of barrier cocoon type of object?
Well, you all have gotten to know us as we were. Pathetic losers masquerading as successful men who were hosting a podcast.
Well,
But we were actually in our natal form, and we were in our cocoons. And guess what? Now we're out. Now we hatched, didn't we, guys? We've hatched into
Yep.
our new form. We're brand new. No one's ever people aren't even recognizing us.
yeah. What's funny is about coming out of the cocoon is it was tough in there. When you're in the cocoon, there's nothing but darkness and pain, growing pains, and time to think with yourself. That's the
Yep.
toughest person to be in the ring with is nobody. When it's just your thoughts. And so busting out right now, I feel jubilant. I feel radiant. I take my first breath of fresh air as a new me. Wow. And I encourage everybody else to come out of your cocoons along with us as we explore what this means and who we are to each other and to the world and to you guys and what we're talking about.
I don't think a lot of people understand what it's like to spend 30 some odd years being so pathetic, such
Yeah.
a loser. You know, that's
I'm
a long
looking-
time.
I'm looking at the desk in front of me right now, seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottles of prescription drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to this.
Give them a rattle.
I just knocked them off the table
Dude.
because I am done with those things because they don't have a grip on me and I don't need them.
I've been asking you to do that for years.
I wasn't
Just
ready.
chuck them down the toilet, dude. Please.
I wasn't ready, and last time I tried to go cold turkey off of these things, I just about never wanted to talk to anybody ever again, and I couldn't figure out why.
Dude, please, if you are on medication right now, this is something that would have helped me out. I feel like
Yeah.
if somebody told me this, don't go cold turkey off those fucking things, because it is going to shatter your
it
reality.
will rock you. It is
It
like
was-
got the lightning bolts. You know,
The brain zaps.
the brain
tell you.
zaps. Doesn't that tell you something about a reality that we can't see? If we're getting zapped when we go off of our medicine,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I'm sure that's just a natural side effect. I'm sure there's no one in the lab pressing a button making you go crazy.
You sound like Roseanne right now.
Well, good.
I agree. Good.
Roseanne
That is
who?
good. Dude, name 2 Roseannes. No, Roseanne Finnegan. Psych. Who's
Oh, Ms.
that?
Barr.
Miss William Barr. Or not.
Now, what loserish things are on my desk? Well, I have some ankle socks over there. What else? I have some unopened bills for my sleep apnea machine.
Should we call them foot
What
socks?
else? They're sending me all these bills. I'm like, I'm paying them. You don't gotta. I have 17 of these bills sticking around my house. What else? I have the little tiny mini computer that I bought because I didn't want to spend too much money on a real computer. So now I have this fake piece of foreign technology sitting on my desk that barely works. What else?
But that's done. That's over.
Yeah, that's over. Yeah, that's why we're doing this podcast is because this is all so behind us, and this is funny.
Eric, do me a favor. Do me a favor.
What's that?
Reach up your right hand right now. Move it behind you towards the desk. Towards the desk. Open the drawer. And take out that fucking
You gotta,
Sorry.
man.
My face is. I just got beat red. That's.
Oh,
I
God.
don't know what to do about that in the cutting room floor.
You know what I have pulled up as we're laughing at that is Upwork.com. I'm trying to get some tax professional to help. I extended my taxes, and I've waited till the end of the deadline. This is not what I'll be doing going forward. This is not what a non-loser
boss
does. You know what I mean? A boss.
We're bossing up.
Dude,
we
we're
bossing
so
up?
bossing up now. It's awesome.
It's the glow up. It's we're glowing up. All three.
Guess
of
what?
us.
Dude, I know,
Being
man.
a glow down is a glow back for a glow up, and we are about to glow crazy fucking bright in 2024. And guess what else? To anybody out there, I was thinking about this today. A stepdad is somebody who stepped up to be a
Gee.
you have your back as a dad, something like that,
There you go.
something like that.
There you fucking go.
Phraseology, man.
Let's talk about 2024. Because
Let's talk about it, man.
I just want to get into this because I feel like 2024 is there's something astrological going on between the three of us. And I feel like 2023 is, let's just get it over with. It might as well be done right now because 2024, I'm talking out the gate, January, February, March, is going to be some of the most shocking and incredible golden age style wins for all three of us individually and as a team. Would you guys agree about that? I feel like 2024, we're going to be so fucking caked up.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be disturbing for our family and friends when they see what happens to us. You know what I mean? I'm going to be doing some. Y'all are going to catch me doing some yard work, or I will by then. And you're going to say, and my sleeves will be rolled up, and you're like, I thought Eric didn't have veins coming out of his arms like that. There's no way his hands could be that kind of strong and vascular. Well,
just the hands, vascular as hell.
By the early 2024, it'll just be the hands. By the end of 2024, I'm gonna have veins going all up and down me. You know when you can see veins on someone's hip, all nasty like that.
Oh, you're gonna look like a map of the New York transit system. You're gonna look all.
You know who liked veins? Like
Chicks.
that? Do you know?
Crazy chicks who like motorcycles.
Yeah, they do. But dude, I'm talking about Abraham Lincoln.
He liked veins. Oh, Eric, I know what you're about to talk about. You pervert, you presidential.
I'm not. I should be writing a presidential perversions book, but I'm too busy trying to.
Wait, now what kind of veins was he into, Mr. Lincoln?
He was into what they call femoral play.
What is that? Can you describe that for me, please?
Yeah, Nate
so
doesn't
you must
know.
not be hanging out with the Wall Street type of people I'm hanging out with, because that's all they're into these days. It's where you cut off. This disgusts me to talk about because I truly don't like the word veins or the idea of veins. I wish we were all just fucking skin all the way down.
Wait, Eric.
What?
Would you like me to put maybe like some cute music underneath it so it's not as gross?
Yeah, if you could in post.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That'd be great. I think that would help people out a lot.
Yeah, go for it.
Here, I'll look up a definition so I don't have to be the one to. It's called femoral.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to mess it up. Femoral, if I had to guess, I would guess it's like a female oyster. No, that can't be right. Just
Femoral.
Adderall.
Demerol. This is
Slack
so he
jaw.
was what, slicing up his leg open and jacking
Oh,
off
Nate.
to it? And then he
Nate,
jacked
Nate,
off
Nate,
into his
Nate.
hat and then put it on top, and then his whole hat was full of fucking cum and nut. Is that what this is? Just say it, man.
Yep, you got it.
You walk around with nuts sludging down his
femoral
fucking
means.
beard.
You know what?
Jesus
I've been telling
Christ.
people this shit for 8 years. I just looked up femoral Abraham Lincoln.
It's not true.
There's no unless the government is on here. That's probably most likely what's happening.
The government's not on the internet yet. Not even close.
Oh wait.
Oh, hello.
So they're hiding this from us. You're saying, big tech? They don't
wait,
want us
no,
to
there
know
is some. Hey, yo.
the truth.
Let me Google this as well. I mean, people are really wondering at this point, Eric, if you could just tease it up a little bit.
What I heard from a friend of ours was that it was you kind of cut off blood supply via your femoral artery in your leg to like F with you mentally, to cut off some blood supply as you're getting it in sexually.
So you're saying you do...
So he would like tie a rope around his thigh and kind of like cut off the blood, and then he would not do that.
Yeah.
So it's autoerotic leg asphyxiation.
Something like that. Yeah. And don't take my word for it, because I'm looking it up now and I'm thinking.
No, it's true. It's 100%.
Yeah, no, it's
true.
so true.
What's his name?
Abraham Lincoln.
All right. Well, let's. You know what? He's dead. Let's not talk about a dead man.
Let's not,
life.
dude.
You know
Can we stop?
So
God, I stopped talking about dead people, man.
Well, everybody's. I don't know what to say, man. All right. So we've cocooned, is what we're trying to say. Abe Lincoln, that's a winner. Us, we are a winner. And the three of us all look like Abe Lincoln if you mashed us together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually know if I even need to be in that equation. I feel like Eric and Nate, y'all two smashed together.
Right.
I kind of look like the portly footman for Abraham Lincoln, who's been working on helping him out with his carriage, getting him from place to place, bringing him things, brushing off his shoes. You know what I'm saying? And I have an interest in politics, and I'm actually like, dude, we should set the
world on fire with our talent. Is that what you're gonna say? Part of coming up, mate. Oh, all right. Eric's lights are changing. Looks like he's in the fucking tunnel from Willy Wonka. But here's the thing.
That tunnel was more scary than it needed to be, wasn't it?
That whole movie was more scary than it needed to be. A movie about kids eating fucking candy competitionally, and all of a sudden it feels like it's actually about people being murdered. Is that not what that movie is about?
Oh, it's about a candy factory.
Wow, that's what it's surfacely about. But if you look into it more deeper in terms of American history, the context of the world at the time, you will learn something else about Vietnam.
You know what that movie is about? Gambling.
Who's gambling? The fucking grandpa.
The chocolate buyers. Oh, right.
It's all gambling. They're buying chocolate so that they can get to the lotto ticket that will get them to the factory. And what is the moral of the story? If you gamble, you fucking die eventually.
Everybody dies eventually.
Well, yeah, but
what's wrong with gambling?
Well, gambling can destroy the. I mean,
no,
you already know. You already know
the
sick thing can do to these people.
I was just watching a video where somebody put $5,000, $150 at a time into a slot machine, and guess what? Guess how much they won?
$20,000.
Zero. But
that's the worst. Have you guys?
They won a little bit along the way.
Have the listeners heard about this? There's these guys that are super confident and they're recording them and they're like, just trust me. Like, I'm going to get you a crazy ass win. Just trust me. And they're like, okay, put 5,000 in, just like what you're saying. And these people believe them. I think they just want to trust somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And most of the time, they just lose fucking $20,000 within 2 minutes.
The relatability is off the fucking charts right now hearing that. Ew. Shout out to everybody in the world. Now, I want to say something about coming out of a cocoon. Because there's an element that... Because this podcast episode might feel like, whoa, why is it so violent and vibrating and shaking? Because it's not clean when you come out of a cocoon.
No.
You heard those noises, right? We're breaking out. You've heard that song, right? By The Bright Side or whatever it's called.
Mr. Sunny Side, Mr. Bright Side.
There's a reason that song is so hectic and violent and crazy.
Right.
It's at, because they're capturing that energy very perfectly. Of coming out of your
Why do I feel like we've all taken some type of drug or something? This is like the weirdest I've ever felt recording.
I do feel
podcast. I don't feel normal.
Is it good or bad? Or?
No, it's good. People are loving it. People are like rocking with us. So much this episode.
I'm not kidding. You know what? This episode theme is, I know we're a little cheeky on this podcast, a little tongue-in-cheek, but I do feel like I'm coming out of a cocoon right now.
I better be, because I can't keep going on like this. I can't do much more of life like this.
I relate to that, brother.
Let me
feel
walk
like
you through.
I don't know if you're supposed to. I don't know if all three of us are supposed to come out of our cocoons, but
They don't want us to.
We were supposed to die in there.
They don't want us to realize our power.
They don't want us to grow wings.
Let me put it down like this for you guys, okay?
All right.
So I'm trying to structure my days. I'm currently laid off from my job where I was a rock star, and they're realizing it more and more from what I could see in the stock price going down. But I'm figuring out how to restructure my days now. Maybe a new life is ahead of me, whatever. So this morning, wake up, 8:30, walk the dog, 1.5 miles. Perfect way to start the day. I'm listening to NPR up first. I'm listening to a little bit of the Today Explained by Vox. Just getting some news in my head. Come back home. I feed the animals. I clean up the kitchen. I make a big pot of coffee. And I'm feeling great. Then I'm sitting there with that big cup of coffee, a little bit of milk in it, and I'm thinking, what the fuck do I do now? Do you guys know this feeling?
Because you don't have work to go to.
Yeah.
And you know where you fucked up?
Where, man?
And I already described this in one of our e-course episodes. But you know where you fucked up, Eric?
Why don't you tell me, dude?
You are not planning the day beforehand. So if you were today to plan tomorrow, you wouldn't have this problem. You would know exactly what you're going to do. You wouldn't be in this moment where you're sipping on your coffee and fucked up and looking at TikTok for 17 hours.
Not fucked up
porn
until
websites.
Yeah.
You're a porn addict.
I know I'm not.
Yes,
I'm
you
the
are,
opposite
man.
of that.
What is that?
Abstinence addict. Where I can't get enough of just holding it in.
Porn addict. Yeah, I don't. What is the opposite
Addicted
of
to
addict?
being a virgin.
Allergy.
So the advice is plan. But here's the thing. That sounds great. What do I put in the day? I'm getting my workout in this week, and that feels great. But that's
great.
What, hour and a half, middle of the day.
2 hours.
Cooking dinner. That's awesome. Reading, playing my game. If there was no work, as dictated by a capitalist society, which you guys know by now I'm vehemently against, what would we be doing? Making art all day, sitting around all day? We need something to do.
Here's what's funny, Eric. You think you need something to do, right?
Yes.
But maybe what it is you need people to do nothing with.
Well, I wish I had that. I've been watching videos about the Hasidic community today.
You've been trying to study to let them in, let you in.
To let them let me in, because I see that literally, this is going to sound crazy, but I see them and it's like, wow, you guys have a community. You guys are all chilling. You're having dinner together every night. You all are, you know what I mean?
Well, half of them are at the dinner, but.
Right. I know there's definitely problems. I acknowledge that. But I'm saying there's we need a community. Can we get we have the Joy Tactics community, but they're all spread across the world, mostly in Indonesia. But I don't know how we can get a community cooking. That. What?
Sorry. None.
Let me paint a scenario for you.
Please.
Time
all three of us, we live in a small village.
Where?
Okay? A modest
Where?
village in...
What's the climate?
The climate is
Tropical.
fucking freezing cold.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
But we have really big fur coats.
The Arctic.
The Arctic.
Tajikistan.
It's one of the last, uncolonized regions of the world. All right, and we've kind of taken over that country, and we're setting up a new society. All three of us,
so we are colonizing it.
Well, but there's nothing to colonize. There's no people there. You can't colonize something that hasn't.
We can colonize it. You know what I'm saying?
You can colonize.
That's a colonizer mindset.
No, I'm not in the colonizer mindset. And how dare you fucking say that?
Well, you're talking about claiming and putting ownership on the rocks, and ownership is theft, and so you're basically being an idiot.
Well, actually, I'm doing it in a positive way, where I'm colonizing it in a new socialist utopian society where.
Well,
all
so
of us
put it
are
like
equal.
that, so I'm not all on guard.
Yeah,
all right, I'm sorry,
pissed
man.
us off, man.
Okay.
All right, reset.
Resetting.
You know what? I don't even want
Oh,
to.
Nate,
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 Is it
you
ridiculous?
don't need to be like that, dude.
Dude, don't be like that.
Don't even
don't
be like that. People have been saying over and over again that we have the dumbest conversations.
We
sound
do.
like 7th graders.
You don't think we know that? You don't. You think you need to comment that in that this is the dumbest conversation you ever heard in your life? Yeah, we know.
And not in a cute
That's
way.
what we
not,
do.
Not in a haha quirky. I don't know what to say anymore.
No,
man.
I'm struggling to piece together the pieces of reality. I've been given a jigsaw puzzle that's not complete, and I'm trying to put it together my whole life. And actually, as I go on, I find that pieces that I thought were in place go missing. And so I have to sit here and talk it out with two of my best friends, try to eke out a living with a podcast. Right now, we're making about altogether the salary of someone working a minimum wage job in 2013 in Iowa. But listen, we're trying. We're just trying. And I know some people are rocking with us for that. But Nate, can we please, dude, I'm so sorry. Can we please hear about
Yes.
the rock you
absolutely,
want to steal? Yeah.
So we are all in a village. We have big fur coats on. We are completely naked underneath them, but there's a lot of fur
Everybody's
covering
naked
our
under.
bodies.
Sure.
Oh.
And we all have bow and arrows. And every day we do the same thing. We wake up. We have one big weed plant that we harvest, and we're really protective of it. And we harvest that weed. We get all fucking blunted out. All right, we're high as fuck. And our only mission for the day is to go out with all 3 of our bow and arrows, and we're not very good at shooting them. And we just have to kill an animal and bring it back to the village and eat and roast it up. And that's all. That's our duty. But it's gonna take like 12 hours for us, like just to smoke, and then like get out into and we're just kind of chilling the whole day and like kind of like
Perfect.
Doesn't that sound fun?
There's no iPods.
No, man, no iPods.
But I'm like fucking wanting to listen to Queens of the Stone Age so bad while we do it. Like so bored of you guys 2 days in.
Not possible. Also, the drama in the village would be like, we'd basically be living.
No, there would be
inside
no
of
drama.
The real world.
There's no drama.
No, not like that kind of drama. More like positive drama. Like, oh my god, did you taste the fucking duck soup that fucking Roderick made?
Okay, all right, yeah.
Duck soup.
Whatever.
Oh gosh, one sec, guys. Here comes my dog going crazy.
Oh fucking shit.
It must be halfway through the podcast. Eric's got to do something.
I'm sorry.
Totally random once again.
Unreal.
No, it's all good. I'll just tell a hilarious story that you're gonna miss. Nate, you want to hear something funny?
Absolutely, more than anything.
I kind of want Eric to hear this, but what do you think?
Do you really have a funny story to tell?
I do.
Oh, well.
I'll just tell you.
Do you want to save it?
I'll just tell you.
Okay, please.
So you know how I went on the internet and bought smelling salts for no reason, right?
Of course.
So today, I was really, I had a meeting, and I was really tired, and I didn't know what to do.
No.
And I cracked open these bad boys, and I smelled, and I put on, I'll be honest, this is hyper cringe, I put on some metal music to try to
sniff the salts while listening to.
Yeah, so that I could I was trying to force my body from the outside in and from the inside out at the same time to be like, hello, we're awake, we're energized, we're endorphinizing, and we're having fun. And so I am jumping around to Lamb of God, because I just sniffed the salts, and it feels like the entire ocean basically just blasted into the back of my fucking brain. And the next thing you know, my precious girlfriend Raleigh comes running in, heart beating out of her chest, because she thought that I was having a heart attack and calling for help.
Did you feel rejuvenated before Raleigh came in, and did you feel like that put you back? I'll sum up, Eric. Jack to prep for a meeting today, put on Lamb of God, and smelled his smelling salts that he got to hype himself up because he was feeling tired.
That sounds like Iraq war veteran with PTSD gearing up to go to his first grocery store shift.
It feels so. It feels so like it was. I felt like I was one of the brothers in Step Brothers.
And what happened when you smelt it?
I was by myself listening to that music, and it just rocked me so crazy, and I started tearing up and crying and laughing really hard because I was by myself and felt really stupid for doing that. And then Raleigh came in because she thought I was having a heart attack and trying to call for help, and she was very scared.
That is scary.
And guess what? Guess what?
What?
That shit does not work.
Smelling salts doesn't work.
It works in terms of like, wow, I was really uncomfortable for about 15 seconds. But then after that, I was not like, all right, I'm awake and ready for anything. I just was like, all right.
If you're
it's
having
funny.
a panic attack, don't smell that shit.
Probably not. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
You know what? This you bring up a good point that I don't think there are any shortcuts to anything in life.
There just aren't.
Mm.
And we've learned that the hard way.
Yeah. Through trying to skip the cocoon phase, because if you try to just bust your arms out of your, bust your ribs out, or something out of your body and form them into wings, and you just throw yourself off a cliff.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck. You're better off talking to the judge, telling it to the judge. Eric.
What?
I think we need handlers.
I'm trying to hire some.
You mean conservators? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
We need people that control our lives. Where I think we need to be in the sort of Randy from American Idol to not just in the. I don't know why. Just that he's wearing sunglasses all the time.
American Idol?
Why didn't you call him Randy Jackson?
Is that his name? I just was thinking of a celebrity that wears sunglasses all the time. I think we just need to be like sunglasses on, so you don't know, like maybe we're kind of fucked up on Adderall or some drug or something like that, and we just wake up and somebody just ushers us into a room and just kind of has to prop our bodies up, and
Nate, I could see you getting like a 2-episode run on like a ABC sitcom and like thinking you got success like that. Just start taking drugs immediately, buy yourself put a handler on retainer for $120,000 a year. And you're like immediately knocked out every morning on the Demerol.
those glasses are. I just bought some sunglasses, guys.
Oh.
Hey man, that's great. You gotta count up the win. Oh, Jack.
Yep.
Oh, we're going sunglasses.
I do feel a bit happier when I'm wearing these sunglasses. You know what? I had this thought one time in my youth. I don't have thoughts like this anymore, sadly. I thought, it's not easy to put on swimming goggles and be in a bad mood.
Dude, that is so silly.
Really? You're in a bad really? You know what I'm trying to say? Really? Anyways, I gotta cut that out. Eric, those are nice.
Really, because I think that glasses, like, many glasses don't fit. I have a unique shaped nose. So if the glasses don't have the little nose pads, it looks like just not right on my
Those
face.
make you look like you are a day away from being fired from the Secret Service. Like you're like you're not doing your job very well.
What's the problem, sir? Like breath smells like Fireball.
Yeah.
Like Fireball, like in my cheek, drooling. How can I help you, sir?
Fireball.
Man,
Why
I'm
is
just
Fireball
not-
so delicious? I feel like
Fireball-
I've never regretted drinking Fireball ever in my life.
ice cold Fireball?
Oh, I like it boiling.
Why is that
Should we do
so
the Fireball
pathetic?
episode?
We
A
should.
freezer
We're
burn
pivoting.
bottle of Fireball.
This is a pivot. We're talking about Fireball the rest
Alright,
of the episode.
yeah.
It's enough of this cocoon
And
shit.
by the way, can I get back in the cocoon? Because I'm not. I just don't. I don't have it in me.
You
I don't,
can't,
I'm not,
You can.
Huh?
You can
Can't.
try. You can make it into a coat probably, but I don't think you could get inside of it all the way.
There's no
That's not a
going
bad
back,
idea.
Eric. There's no going back.
We have to go back. That's from Lost, I think. But maybe I made that up.
Can we just talk about the way that we would like to get fucked up the most?
Damn.
Let's say you haven't been fucked up in 2 months and you need it. You're like, I'm fucking white knuckling. Can I just get fucked up tonight, please? With my friends. I got you guys in a cabin and you got to get fucked up in the same way that I am. How would you, like, what? You guys want to go through what you would want for
Your
that
perfect
experience?
kind of mix of
Oh,
like
the
what
perfect
you
yeah.
want
mix.
to.
The
Yes.
perfect mix.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Let's get into it.
All right.
So I think just as somebody who has, not ever had good cocaine before, I think that I could really rock with some just some grade A type cocaine. You know what I'm saying? And get really, I want to try that good shit,
Yeah.
the pure stuff, and I want to do a lot of it.
It's just so funny because we are so loserish that we are never ever rocking with drugs. Us three, and we're talking about how sick it would be to have some good coke.
Trust me. I've done coke one time, and it was the worst cocaine I've ever. It was. I was doing the drug dealer was like, can you believe this? I fucking ripped these fuckers off, like put 90% baking powder in a fucking bag with a.
You don't.
This shit was so busted.
You don't know what's in those things. You know how many times? Probably 3 times I've done this in my life, where someone pulls one of those little. And by the way, where do you buy those little ass baggies? But they pull out the little baggie. Where do you buy them? And they're like, "Hey, get it," and I'll kind of fake it. I'll lick my finger and not put it in. And not put it in all the way. It's just touching air, and then like, damn, talk about how bitter it is.
Yum.
Done that a few times.
Oh man, sizzling! It's sizzling.
Damn.
Crack, snap, pop rocks for adults.
Jack, have you ever done it?
Hell no.
You never
you wanna?
ever?
I don't.
With me,
dude, and
no,
me at outside the Oscars.
Listen, if I was in public on the red carpet, I would do any drug with anybody. I would do a fucking crack gravity bong if I was on the red carpet with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
can I promise you guys this? I'm being 100% honest with this.
What?
All right. The first time I get to go to the Oscars, and it's like I'm the lead, whatever. I'm up for a big category, and people are wanting to see my appearance on the red carpet. I am going to get fucking so fucking trashed.
Well, you know what?
It's going to be so obvious. Like, I'm just going to be basically at the edge of ODing. Like, people are just going to have to... I'm going to have no idea where I'm at, like, the whole entire...
Honestly, I felt that way at dinner a couple months ago with Eric.
What dinner?
Our last dinner on Martha's Vineyard. I felt...
when we went to that nice place?
Yeah, I felt like if I had had one more drink that I basically wouldn't have been able to be polite in public anymore. I don't ever want to get to that place
Basically, if you get 3 cocktails in a respectable establishment like that, it's lights out a little bit. Because there's got to be 2-3 shots in each one of those if they're doing them right. Like I learned at whatever, online.
Your online bartending school?
Online bartending school.
Online Catholic bartending school.
Yeah.
Well, here's my dream blunt rotation in terms of drugs.
Let's hear it, dude.
I want us to be in the nastiest basement on the planet. Either nasty-ass rug or all concrete. And whatever.
Okay.
We need Mario Party up on the motherfucking television.
Oh, shit.
A volcano. You're familiar.
Oh, shit. The
volcano,
Doug Benson style volcano.
Herb vaporizer.
Oh.
And a basically room full of 30 racks of Budweiser.
Oh,
and
shit.
I want it to be the 3 of us plus whoever our richest friend is and their parents. And I want us all to fucking kick it all night and just ask those parents what their fucking lives were like.
This sounds like, Jack, you went to prison at 16, and you're like, dude, when I get fucking out, I'm going to throw the craziest fucking party of all time. You come out 36, and we all have families. But weirdly, that does sound really nice. It that makes me emotional how nice that sounds.
Yeah.
Getting all fucked up in a basement. Come on. I kind of did that not that long ago over the summer.
You did? Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where was the basement?
The basement was at this house we were staying at in Wisconsin. They had the perfect basement has to be a little terrifying. Like I lived at this place in college where it used to be like a mansion in the 20s, and then it became extremely dilapidated to where my windows were broken in the winter, and water would freeze on my desk because it was so cold inside. But it was in Rogers Park, right off the beach, 2 houses down from the beach. So literally, you can walk to the beach in the morning.
Holy shit.
But it was an ancient house that used to be a beautiful home for a family, and then now is shared by 10 people who've followed fish around the country, and then me. And in the bottom of the house was this terrifying, and you would keep opening doors and go further and further and further.
Oh my God.
Those are some of my best memories, getting all fucked up in that basement, being so scared, terrified.
What's that movie? The one with all those people in it?
300.
Justin Long's in it. It's about Airbnb.
Oh, Barbarian.
Barbarian, there's a couple doors in that basement.
Oh,
Shout
that
out.
was fucking funny when he's doing the measuring it.
Oh, they made me joyous. I just sounded like Orson Welles when he's trying the champagne.
No, French champagne.
Oh, the French champagne made by Marcus.
It's just, man, that's one of the
People
best.
don't
to
let
make
themselves rot from liquor in public as much as they used to.
Nah, not as openly.
What's up, Nate?
I was thinking we need to make a Orson Welles biopic. That would be the funniest thing I think that's ever.
Oh, and you're
Who
saying
could
the
play
three of
him?
us?
Who on earth
All
could
right.
play him?
You,
Oh,
Eric.
come on.
Yeah, I'm
Well, we
down.
could trade off. It could be like this. Here, I'll play the baby Orson Welles from 0 to fucking 19, and then there'll be a scene where I fucking dap up Nate. Get that shit. Yo, Nate, get that shit. Then we switch outfits. Nate is then him from
It's like a
19
tag in,
to-
like a WD,
Yeah.
WWE.
Yeah, exactly. And then you
It's a time warp tag in.
fucking- Yeah, and then you go from 19 to 40,
Yeah, let
and
me
then
take this shit over. Okay, yeah.
Eric, you slide in for the death years.
That's the funniest Orson Welles. Like when he's like,
when
that's
he's
the
old
dude.
and huge.
there's no. It feels like there's no in between him looking like a leading man, and then he's like,
and then just like
he just looks like.
Man, they used to
Oh,
have
that's how
good
you do it.
interviews though. Have you all seen that interview Orson Welles on the Dick Cavett show from the 70s?
When they really
Of
dug
course.
in and they got real on network TV. Shout
They're
out to
getting
Dick
real.
Cavett.
It's quiet. They're
Shout
talking
out.
about meeting. Orson Welles tells a story about meeting Churchill,
Oh my.
who we
God.
hate. We don't
Oh
like
my
him, but
God.
he met him,
Winston.
a historical figure.
Find me a Winston I don't hate. Hell yeah, the mouse from Cat Dog.
Winston from Overwatch, the mechanical ape.
Hate him.
Rack 'em. So I think we've we've shown what's been happening. We've regressed in this conversation. We started out so strong. What's fucking next? 2024 is not ready, and then we're going back into talking about alcohol. Come on.
I don't know. Okay, so here's the other thing about coming out. Nate's yawning. Here's the other thing about
No,
coming
I'm
out of
not.
the cocoon. All right, when you come out of a cocoon, and you open your wings, I would say as you're flapping away, the first stroke that you learn is the backstroke, because you're not ready to leave that behind, and you're flying backwards. Right. So
Hmm.
we can't see exactly where we're going because we're celebrating, mourning, grieving, reminding ourselves of, remembering, nostalgizing of all of what we have experienced in the cocoon and before the cocoon when we were a caterpillar. So forgive us if we are indulging in our old ways, but the new ways, I mean, look at me. I have smelling salts. I listen to metal music. I went to the gym today and didn't work out, and then went home.
So what'd you
And I
do?
had a
You did
sandwich.
sauna and shower?
Yeah, I was kind of feeling a little sick today, I would say, and so I just went in there, sauna, shower, sandwich.
So you went to go
home.
infect some people in the baths where the germs spread.
No,
like wildfire.
it's not a germ-based illness. It's a top secret illness I can't tell you about yet.
Oh,
Called
that
COVID.
would be the saddest news and the saddest way to tell someone that you have a serious fatal disease that it's not germ based. Let's just say it's not germ based.
It's a different type of molecule.
God.
Death molecules. Wow. No, we need to get it back on track. So, how can you accept that you've grown? How can you accept that? Because sometimes like when you're moving on from something, there's this sense immediately of like, did I do my best? Did I get everything out of that I could have gotten?
Mm-hmm.
Am I ready to move on, or should I keep going? Should I keep going back in that rat race? I feel like I could do a little better. It's not over yet. But at what point do you say, you know what? I got what I could out of that. I put years into that, and now I'm ready to move on.
Wow.
And what, and, you know.
I
What the
think
fuck, guys? I gave y'all like 30 seconds right there to come
That
up
was
with some
great.
fucking
No,
shit.
that was great.
No,
And I was
okay.
fully processing it.
I'm
what it
just
was,
thinking, because it
was
takes
so
a minute
amazing.
to process it.
Okay, no worries.
Today, I'm looking up once again on YouTube and realistic NYC vlog. I have an addiction to the worst YouTube videos. And a guy comes on there. He's talking about how, yeah, it is expensive, but it's worth it. Yeah, people are driven here, but it drives you to do better. And he's talking about how his main goal in life is just every day to be 1% better than the day before. And he put it so simply as such. You have a question, Jack?
You have your hand up? Yes?
I do have a question.
What?
Sorry.
Oh.
Not that. No.
That,
Ignore that. Sorry. 1% better. I really bump on the idea that something is just can be nebulously better. I would love to hear that be expanded upon. Is it 1% better looking? 1% better healthy?
Tasting.
1% better sleep? 1%? Is it all? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I don't know. I turned the video off because I finished eating. Good God. I think, you know what? If we're losers, if we just really are, can we just be serious? If we really are losers, so be it. God put us this way. I don't think.
Look at my glasses. It looks like they're floating like 3D.
Oh.
They do, man.
Yeah, I think we might need to just accept,
just own it,
the fact, because it's like being a loser is cool now in a way.
Yeah,
you know
weirdly
it
is.
Being fucking the man and tight and successful, like people kind of hate that, you know.
It makes me almost laugh at that, how pathetic that is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, when I see some James Bond looking motherfucker sliding down the railing while we're all walking, it's like,
get it together,
program, dude.
Yeah,
what is there, a bomb? So here's the reality then. We have all just busted out of our cocoons, and guess what?
What, man?
God fucking damn it, we're still a caterpillar. Why the fuck were we just in there?
Yeah.
God, I have that. I just came out of the cocoon, and yet my head is still fucking small.
Yeah,
my back hurts.
10 legs or whatever caterpillars have. What the fuck? I'm supposed to have the.
Where's the wings?
Wings like that.
Where's my wings?
Where's my thorax at? I was supposed to have one by now.
Well, you know what they don't tell you when you get wings, right?
You're
that
dead.
you can fall.
And that you can fly too close to the sun. What do you mean?
That's what I was gonna say, but really, when you're a caterpillar, you're low to the ground. What's the worst thing you're gonna have? You're gonna fall into a pothole. That's pretty easy to get out of. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the worst thing that's gonna happen is what I was doing when I was a kid.
What?
If you're a caterpillar, because we were biting their heads off.
Were you one of them kids that was eating bugs?
You were eating bugs, Jack?
No, listen. No, I wasn't swallowing them. I'll put them in my mouth, of course. Look, I'll put a cicada in my mouth. You're telling me cicadas come once every 16 years? You're not going to put that shit in your mouth? Come on.
What does it taste like? Iron?
No, it's got no taste. You're not even thinking about taste. It's
Bug has no taste?
Not many things in life have taste. I don't know how else to tell you that.
That might be you, dude, because I'm tasting. You know how you can just look at an object and you can feel how the object would feel on your tongue without even touching it with your tongue?
TikTok.
No, I learned that independently. And by the way, TikTok has never taught me anything.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, what you're saying.
But you were murdering caterpillars?
Oh, listen. Yeah.
You know what movie I think has like a good depiction of eating bugs and makes them look really hella delicious?
Lion King.
Get him to the Greek.
The Lion King, correct. When Timon and Pumbaa.
The grubs.
Oh my God, those fucking bugs look delicious. I would eat the fuck out of slurp them
big
up. They're all
juicy bugs.
Oh. Well, you ever get those larvae at a sushi spot?
No.
Those are good.
Larvae.
Big old larvae at the sushi
No,
spot.
you never
Those are
got a
good.
larvae. What are you
Yes,
talking
I have.
about?
What are you talking about?
What is that?
Yes, I did. What are
And
you
do you
talking about?
know that this is the most sustainable form of protein out there?
Larvae.
Larvae.
Bugs.
Those
really?
mealworms.
Oh yeah, mealworms.
Really?
That's what we're gonna be eating in
Well,
the future.
now-
Let me tell you guys this. I'd rather eat a
Sustainable.
meal. Today, Caleb and I are going to the gym. Okay? We're walking past, and we see a halal butchery. It's a storefront. And you can see the cages in there, and I was like, wait, let's just kind of look in and see what's going on. And what do we see but the man that works there, God, pulling one of the chickens out of the cages. Listen, I had chicken today, but I'm not thinking about the death. But when I saw this I was like, I had Caleb stand and wait to watch what was happening. And this chicken got out and was just screaming in the way that
They
a
killed
chicken
the
does.
chicken live in the store.
No, I didn't watch it get killed, but we saw it get pulled out and it didn't want to leave the cage. And that made me feel like, what the fuck? What the fuck? We are so removed from the death that we consume every day. So I'd rather eat a mealworm, which I don't feel as bad chomping on. You know what I'm saying?
Why is that? Why are we so? It's just like killing a bug. You think
Well,
nothing
careful,
about it.
man. We're
What?
gonna end up talking about abortion here in about 5 seconds if we keep going down this
no,
route.
we don't wanna go
I
there.
told you.
You don't wanna
after
hear
that
my
one
opinion on it.
Episode, we're never.
We are very divided, and I won't tell you whose opinion is which, but we're all three kind of divided
So-
on this issue.
Eric goes back in the tunnel. All right. Would you rather, moral style, kill the fuck out of a bug and shoot it in the head, but it looks like a human, and all that, or kill a what did I just say? Or whatever the opposite of that is. Kill a human, but it looks like a bug.
Wait.
Hmm.
Okay.
So this is like a Freaky Friday for bug and human.
Literally a fucking what's a bug example?
Jeez.
A praying mantis and a dude at the store fucking get struck by lightning.
So you're kind of saying kill a large bug or a tiny human, kind of.
kill a
right?
human. It's somebody that looks exactly like a human being. Maybe it looks exactly like your
But it's a bug.
a family member, but it's a
But it's
bug,
a bug.
dude. It's a bug.
Yeah,
Or-
I would choose that. I think I would kill the humanoid bug.
Yeah, I would too.
Does that?
And what's that lesson they taught us in Men in Black? Is that little tiny gun? They call it the grasshopper.
Mm-hmm.
Little tiny gun. And Will Smith is like, "What are you doing? Give me this. This is a gun for babies." As it turns out, that gun's the most powerful gun the Men in Black has. So
There's so many lessons we can learn from.
there's so many.
I think
lessons
about
we
Men
can
in Black every day. I was walking home from
I
the store
maybe do.
tonight. I was walking actually to do this podcast, and I saw a probably 57-year-old white male walking down the street,
learn.
clearly being piloted by an alien, hobbling around like smiling and like dressed a little too nice to be behaving like that in that outfit. And I thought, thank God, Men in Black expressed that what they did.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's so many, like, I feel like their cover is blown. Like, these alien, like, we know, there's so many people that I'm like, I meet on a day-to-day basis as like a shop owner or something like that, just on the
Yeah.
street. And I'm like, dude, everyone knows, like, you're definitely a fucking, there's a little alien controlling you. Like, just give it up. Like, we don't have to play this game any longer.
And
like, we
Just
can,
come out.
Just we
Tom
can
Cruise.
we can accept you. You know, Tom Cruise. We know.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, you got legs all up and down your back, and we could fucking tell.
There's no question. There's no question.
Yeah.
Thomas Cruise.
Thomas, what's your real name in the alien world?
I've been doing that joke at stand-up sets where I do the alien voice, and it's just not. I think it hit one time, and I was like, I gotta keep doing this. And it's just every time it's like,
Oh man, that is a really funny bit to have not go well, but it is funny, quite so. I love
it's
when
okay.
bits all of a sudden don't work.
Just die. They just die sometimes. Man.
Well, what do you guys
Yeah.
What are you guys? So okay.
You guys want to?
It does feel like this episode, like we have a gun to the back. All right.
Can we not talk about guns right now?
Keep fucking okay. Okay, let's talk about our favorite cereal. I like fucking mini wheats that get all soggy.
I like murder O's. Whoops.
Oh, dude.
Psych,
So
psych,
you're
psych,
playing
psych,
about
psych,
that.
psych, 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 psych. Yeah, I mean, we could talk about stand-up comedy, retiring bits, but I feel like that's not rich. That's not real. It's not real
No.
life. It's not like deep.
We discussed comedy in all of its forms 2 episodes ago.
That's
you know,
true.
We did it.
Do y'all
And they
think
don't
that you'll
ever
ever
get
have
here
kids?
No, this is a. I
Mm.
mean,
We
this
are
is
too. Yeah, go ahead.
I think that we. I think I've said this before. I think we need to all adopt one
Be
child
adopted
together.
fatherless.
Nate, you don't think that you would end up resenting that child that you adopted?
Why would I
And
resent?
thinking this isn't my DNA.
Why would I? Why would I ever resent a child just because it doesn't have my blood in this thing? No, I would love that child exactly. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't matter at all to me.
And so you're telling me that you're not going to be on TikTok or whatever social media thing has taken its place in the next 5 years, and you got 19 kids, they're all in bunk beds, and it's you making them peanut butter jelly sandwiches every morning with a bandana around your head.
What is
4
this?
a.m. Let's
This
wake up
really
with me.
escalated
Get ready to make lunches for my 12 children.
This is my whole online persona is having 19 kids.
Yeah. You get canceled really badly from comedy. You cannot return. You
People
are, like,
finally
banished.
found. Yeah, they finally found the giant wax sculpture of nut that you've been creating of Abraham Lincoln in your closet. You've been collecting your own nut for decades and decades,
Mhm.
and filming it every time. And you went public with it, and it wasn't as creative as you know
that
what I'm saying.
That would make me
And
a
then-
famous artist. That wouldn't make me canceled. That's like the Piss
Well, but
Christ
the-
thing. Like you remember that Piss Christ piece?
Nope.
No.
Somebody peed on a painting, and it's I think it just looks like Jesus, and it's like one of the most famous works of art.
That pisses me off just to hear that.
I don't like pee.
Really?
I don't like that. All right.
But I do love those influencer videos where they're making meals for all their 10, 12 children. It's like hella sandwiches out on the countertop. It's 4:30 a.m.
Oh.
The mom has the the big mug of coffee. It's like and
they're
it's
so
iced
tired.
Coffee.
They're wearing like SpongeBob
syrup.
pajama pants.
What about that is so romantic?
That
I don't
sounds like
know.
hell to me. That there's nothing.
Because of your mindset, dude, and your mindset is so immature, dude. It makes me giggle.
You know what I was thinking about?
But you'll get there.
Just on the topic of fatherhood, I think I am the type of father that would be on Mari, and Mari would be like,
Mari.
the kid is, take a paternity test. And most fathers, what do they do when they're not the father? They get up, they dance. Ah ha ha, you fucking dumbass. Ah ha ha, that's not my kid. You have to be a single mother and raise her on your own.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna be the one who steps up to the plate and is like, I don't care. I'm gonna raise this fucking kid with you. I don't care if you were cheating on me with some other man. You know what I'm saying? This kid needs a father in their life, and I'm gonna fucking step up to the plate and do that. And everybody in the crowd fucking respects the fuck out of me. Mari's getting dinner with me after we become friends. After that,
You take a knife out, you cut your palm, you cut Mari's palm, you become blood brothers with Mari on air.
That's the kind of father that I want. That I would think that I would be.
Mari Povich, the goat.
The realistic goat. Realistic
That
conversation.
show was crazy, dude.
That show was fun. That
Mari.
shit. I want.
That was
Megan to be
daytime
sick,
TV
like,
too.
Daytime. Why would that's what? Let me say this, man. Late night talk shows are the new daytime talk shows. They don't need
So
to be late
true.
night. They don't need to be late at night. Them shits is more boring than a church session. put that in the day, switch it up, because daytime's where it goes crazy. That's where you got, what's her name?
Judge
Sarah
Judy.
McCain. John McCain's daughter, getting all rowdy up in there.
On The View.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yep.
she's gone now, but Maury, the daytime's where it goes crazy.
Remember Steve Wilkos?
Of
He was
course.
Oh, he was on Jerry Springer, and then he got his own show, right?
That's a story of loyalty. He was so loyal
That's what I'm
all those
talking
years
about.
to Mr. Springer, being the bodyguard, being in the
Mister.
background, and guess what that gets you? If you're loyal enough, you'll get your own. You'll get to be the boss. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let that be a lesson to all the patrons out there, man.
Right.
Stay loyal. Stay loyal.
Stay loyal to us and stop those comments that hurt my feelings.
All right, Eric, what gave you a lucrative ass joy all week this week from God
you know
above,
what
man?
gave me joy
Say it, mama.
was let's see. I do have to do a shout out. I got a call from my dad tonight that our family dog, he had to put our family dog down, Tucker. And this boy was 14 years old, sweetest dog on the planet. I remember picking him up from a farm in Spokane, Washington. And there were all these other younger puppies in the pen, and then there's this older one that's like in his own pen, and he was jumping up. And I was like 16 when we got him, and I remember I picked his ass out, and he was just the best dog on the planet. And it's so sad, but what is the quote? Grief is the price for the admission for love, for true love. So we gotta love these creatures are amazing. Dogs, cats.
God,
These things
R.I.P.
we got
Legit.
Yeah.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
R.I.P. to Tucker.
R.I.P.
Legit.
the
R.I.P. to
Labradoodle.
Tucker, man. That sucks,
R.I.P.
man.
We love you, brother. Well, yeah.
Tough saying bye to a puppy. God bless.
Goodbye, Tucker.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh God.
I legitimately, I feel
Nice.
bad for you, Eric. I really do. That's no fun.
No, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if
it's-
that's how I'd phrase it. Like, I feel bad
Well,
for
no,
you.
I guess I feel for you.
I feel bad for you, bro.
I feel bad for you, man. I feel sorry for your ass, to be honest. No, straight up. I feel sorry for you, man.
Oh,
Straight up.
no. No,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
No, I feel for you. I feel your pain.
Hug your dogs tonight. Hug your cats.
Yeah.
They are brief light, shining lights.
And hopefully- all right.
You towed
all
the line
So,
so
yeah,
hard.
this weekend I was at the fucking Chuckle Club.
The Chocolate Club.
No, the Chuckle Club. I made that up.
Oh, I thought you said Chocolate Club because I would join that. Please get me in the Chocolate
I would
Club.
join any candies. I love chocolate too.
The gummies. I like gummies more better.
I like them sour ones, spicy. We had spicy gummy bears.
Oh, those are crazy.
Here's what
Okay,
gave
Jack,
me
what-
joy.
What gave you joy?
Where can I put it? Where could I even start? Because a couple things did give me joy. What will I say? Which one it is? I guess I gotta give it up to. I guess I gotta put a bow on the touring of it all. I was gonna kind of say that it was the ending of season 4 of Eastbound and Down, because it's fucking weird as shit. But I'm not. I'm gonna say it was finishing up Toe. This has been basically every weekend for 4 months out on the road. I'm discombobulated. I come back. I'm ignoring all my problems, and I do feel like, good God, I need, my room's everything's a mess. Yeah, I was just coming down from that airplane from Washington D.C., landing, thinking, wow, I don't have another fucking flight coming up next weekend. Thank God.
But now you have to face reality.
Yeah, so
It's about to
that's
slap your ass.
that. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I feel slapped. I feel it.
You're in for a rude awakening. You have been escaping all of your problems, and they're about to haunt you and
Funny
compound.
joke, man.
Here's a tip:
Funny
when
joke.
reality tries to slap you in the face, slap your ass, grab its hand and start sucking on its fingers. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Damn.
Why, man? Why? Because it's got cheese on
Embrace it.
okay.
That's all I'm saying. Embrace reality, even when it's trying to get
Snap
your
back
ass.
to reality. Remember, Eminem said it.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. So this summer gave me joy, basically is what I'm saying.
Wow.
Nathan, Dr. Sexy Riz Verone, what brought your dumbass out of the mud this week?
Well, what brought me joy was today I followed the protocol of Mr. Anthony Bourdain, one of the
Hangover.
hangover.
You did,
I had
Nate?
some. I had,
You're hungover
Oh,
today?
well, I had
my
some. I had.
God.
Well, let's say I had a couple of glasses of wine last night with some friends, and you know what? It had been enough time that I hadn't drank in a while that I was like, I bet I'm gonna forget, how hungover a guy like me can get the next day. And well, that's exactly what happened. I was,
Can we all go around and say what the recipe is? Because I know it.
Of course, yeah. We'll say it by okay.
Can we all go around?
Round robin.
Can I start? Can
All
I
right,
start?
I'll begin.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I didn't do the full one, but this is Anthony Bourdain's. I'll mention the one that I didn't do. Smoke a joint.
Okay.
Smoke a joint.
Okay, Eric, what's the next one?
one is spicy Sichuan food.
Mm-hmm. Got Shangdu taste today from.
Oh,
And
you got the chicken?
That's
I-
what's
I
up.
got-
Sichuan chicken?
I got the chicken and I got this thing called the toothpick lamb. It's so fucking good.
Oh.
It's delicious. And
God.
Oh,
and what's the next
shit.
thing?
What's the
Jack?
final one, Jack?
Unfortunately, I was gonna say Szechuan and the joint.
You don't know the
and
last
I-
part?
Oh,
Wait, there's
Advil,
another
right?
part actually.
No. Ice cold. It's ice cold. You keep it in the fridge.
Milk,
Nope.
cheese, cream
Coca-Cola.
cheese.
Coca-Cola.
Oh, and a Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm.
A Coca-Cola.
Mm.
Interesting. I don't think I knew that part.
And then the
I've just
final
been doing
part
s-
is
Oh. Getting it
Advil.
in.
Oh,
yeah, there you
Advil.
go.
And
Well.
you take that. Clearly, if you're smart, if you know anything, you take that right when you go to bed. It doesn't hurt anything in your body. It's perfectly safe. Take about 4 of those, you feel nothing.
When
Okay.
Nate drinks, normally when Nate drinks, you will have one beer and then you will be up all night drinking 6 Pedialytes.
That's
That is
so
how
true.
afraid of hangovers you
That
It
are.
is
is
not
so
a
crazy.
exaggeration. Like
I think it's a phobia of yours, Nate.
It is. I'm sorry. Do you guys like being? I'm sorry. Does the world like
don't-
being hungover?
I don't mind it
What's
that
wrong with
much.
you
No.
people? You guys
No, I
are
don't
addicted
like
to
it, but-
pain. I hate that shit.
You know,
I don't get hungover anymore. Here's the thing, dude. Just drink more, and then you don't get hungover. At a certain point, the hangover says, I fucking tried to tell him it's not good for him. I'm going to the next person. I got shit to do and bills
Yep.
to pay. This guy is just going to go to an early grave.
Damn.
And so be it. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. At least I am.
Damn,
I wanna suck on
Eric,
time's
you're coming out with
fingers.
some hard fucking hitting quotes this episode.
yeah, man, you're kind of stealing my
Yeah, that's
phrase
kinda Jack's
kinda
thing.
like. But
Well,
hey,
when
man,
you're
a
in
hard
grief-
time. Sorry.
So, did the hangover hit, or was there no hangover?
It was very mild. Let's say last night
Yeah.
I went to. Oh, dude, this is crazy. I went to 7-Eleven last night, and I was like,
The one right by your house?
yeah, and I was like,
Doxed.
and I have this gigantic bike chain, like the thickest, like like a bike chain that you would use if you wanted to lock up like the most expensive bike on the planet and lock it up for a couple of months in New York City, and you'd be like, oh, okay, nobody can possibly like chainsaws can't. I'm such an idiot. I bought this chain. It's so heavy, and I put it around my whole body, like like.
Just
kinda-
get a U-lock.
I keep on forgetting to. Anyway, so I had that on me, and I went into 7-Eleven, and I got one of those like morning, whatever those,
Yeah.
those little shots that you take. That's like hangover cure.
Yeah.
And the guy at the counter was like, he was questioning what this was, and he said he thought it was a sex toy. And I was like, "What do you?" And I couldn't.
The chain?
I couldn't really like understand what he was saying, so I was just like laughing at him, and he thought that it was like a sex toy, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I clearly have like a bike helmet on, and like it's obviously like not. I think he was
Well,
kind of
dude.
flirting with me, like.
Accept that. Just accept it. And say, so be it.
I like that. Dad, I like that shit.
Yeah. I wonder what he was. What could that be?
I didn't know what he was doing.
7-Eleven.
The cashiers at the 7-Eleven, I've had 2 sexual experiences with different cashiers there.
Oh,
they are horned up at a 7-Eleven. You go in there at fucking 1 a.m. There's some kind of sexual vibe going down at the 7-Eleven.
All times. You go into a place that's got that much snacks and Chex Mix and soda and all them up in the air and those chicken wings.
Oh, I had a nearly sex. I was getting water on the way to the gym, and the guy checking me out had the most calming voice. I was just feeling anxious, and just him saying, "Here you go, thank you, have a good day." He just said it in almost full ASMR, and my shoulders dropped, and I was just like, "I need some of these calm people in my. It's not you guys.
No, definitely not.
For God's sake, it's not you guys.
Okay,
I need some people in my life like that. So." I might need to make some decisions.
All right, man. And I had a dream last night that I was a prostitute. Joy.
This has been an amazing episode. This is I think our brains were fried at certain times, listeners, so please forgive us. But, yeah.
What gave you joy this week? Leave it in the comments below. This has been Jack Bensinger.
Nate Brown.
Joy.
Tactics. Rest in peace to Tucker.
Rest in peace.
Well, that concludes another incredible fucking episode of Joy Tactics. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being a patron. We don't care about anyone but you all. Until next time, cheers.